I think the garden may have finally hit its stride. This week, the cactus garden exploded with blooms, the koi pond is looking better than ever, tropical plants are putting on serious growth, and I've got a few questions I need your help answering. Plus, something completely unexpected happened this week that means the household is about to grow by 2 new members. Let's take a walk through the garden. Hi everyone, it's Tim. Welcome back to my garden. I am sorry I'm squinting right now, but the sun is really bright. I am standing here in New York in front of my Jubea hybrid, which you all know is one of my favorite palms. It is so big right now. I can't believe how much it has grown in just the last couple of years. I'm going to show a photo right here. That's how small it was. It is really taking off. Just like everything else in my garden, like my hair. My hair is big, the garden is big. It is just that time of year where you're just like, oh, I love it in New York. The weather has been insane. It has been raining at night and sunny during the day. It's like Camelot. I should start singing that song, but then I have to pay royalties, I think. But it's just been amazing, and fingers crossed that we continue this great weather. I love the heat. Yesterday we had a wind warning, and to me it just felt like tropical breezes somewhere in Tahiti or something. So I was really happy. I've been in the pool so much. I've been in the garden so much. Every waking hour when I'm not at work, I am out here doing stuff. I do have some questions for some of you this week. Some issues that I'm going, well, what should I do here? And I can't wait to show you everything. So let's just jump right in. Please like and subscribe. Please give comments. I love corresponding with all of you so much. It makes it so much more fun to do this video when I correspond with everybody. So please do. But let's just jump right in as the wind is blowing the foliage right in front of me right now. Okay, my UK friends, I bought a cordyline, and I know nothing about it because in the US they're just kind of viewed as accent plants. I don't know what variety this is, and even when you click on this code there, it just kind of tells you nothing about it. So one of my questions is, I would love to overwinter this so it will get big. But can I bring it inside? I could keep it out here with protection, I think, but I would love it to get big. But since I don't know the variety, if any of you know, you might say, no, this is not worth doing, or let me know, yeah, you can overwinter that and it can grow tall. Let me know. One thing I do try to do every year is cut the new growth on the bamboo on this one section so I don't lose a view of the bridge. And I waited too long this year because normally I knock it over when it's tiny. So I have been out cutting this out, which is hard because it's a bamboo forest over there and hard to maneuver in. And here you can see all the bamboo laying that I've pulled out. It's all, for the most part, new bamboo. So it's pretty easy to cut, but I still recommend just knocking it over when it's tiny and not waiting so long. So I'm not joking. I'm about to go weed in the cactus garden. And you're wondering, well, what does he have on here? I have on my bee suit. I have on boots. I'm going to put on latex gloves. I'm doing anything I can to keep from those tiny little needles from the apuncha, the prickly pears, from getting me. It's the thing I hate the most in the garden is weeding the cactus garden. Yeah, I hate it, but I've got to do it. And right now it's kind of cloudy, so I'm going to go out and do it. I know it looks really pretty right now, but yes, hidden in here are weeds that need to pull out. And there's quite a few perennials that are coming up in here, but they just should not be up in here. There's some clover, there's some vines. So I am going in and taking care of this. Not very fun. It is really pretty though with the lavender here. The lavender grows right up against this wall. I should plant more of it. It's the only place it's happy, but I do love all the flowers in the cactus, even though that drives me crazy weeding in here. But they have multiplied so much, and they're really beautiful flowers, so I can't complain. But yeah, the lavender, even after this harsh winter, is looking especially fine, I think, this year. And I feel like I need to grow more. I just wish the flowers would last a little longer than they do, because it really does add interest. The one thing that's nice about the punches, if you see there, there's a lot of buds, so they don't all bloom at once. If you have a wall like this, the drainage is so good on it, it will make your cactus very happy. But I find with these hardy punches, it's really hard to go wrong with them. They withstand everything, and I've had them in pots over the winter outside, and they survive. I'm always looking down to see what the koi are up to in my pond. But the light is really beautiful right now, so I had to share, and I still have to get more of the bamboo out, but loving this view on the Hudson River. It always is changing, always is making me happy in my garden when I look up from whatever I'm doing and go, oh, it's really beautiful. But yeah, I do love having my palm trees on the Hudson. My brugmansia have not bloomed yet. They did not look good after the winter, but they are making a huge comeback right now. They're so full, but I'm waiting for them to bloom, which is late, really late for this time of year on the brugmansia. The star jasmine is still going. It's been blooming well over 2 weeks, and the entire deck smells so good, and it's been humid lately, which adds to the smell. I love this. I need to repot it. I say it every year, and I haven't done it in so long. And maybe as soon as it stops blooming, I will do that. There's a mandevilla in here as well. I finally got the wind chimes back up where they belong. I had them down here where it's easier to put up, but they did not work. So now they're back in their very precarious place. They are so heavy to put up. Everything is looking really tropical right now. It's really kind of lush because it's been so nice and warm. And I'm gonna go down to the pool and show you what's going on down there. I have been trimming back my Washingtonia fronds just because they start splaying out. Even this one, I could probably take this one out, but it's really green, so I don't really want to. I don't like cutting them unless they're just looking really ragged, but I have taken them, trying to make things look a little bit better down here, because we are in June. Lots of new growth on this one here. Looking really good. Bananas are starting to take off. And even my night blooming cactus over here, which I wish I could remember the name. Has some nice buds on it. I battle the birds every year in this bamboo grove by the pool. And you would think that, oh, it's nice to have birds nesting here. Well, it would be nice if they didn't take the droppings from the nest that they clean out and put in the pool. But this year I have solved my problem a bit, and I'm going to show you how. I have this fun little box set up here, and you can do all different kinds of recordings of birds to keep them out. And this one is set to keep them from going in there. And I'm going to unplug it and turn it back on because I have it on intervals. And I want to show you how loud this thing is. I'm just plugging it back in back here. Anyway, that is the fun. Yeah, I'd turn it off when people are over, but it really has helped because it used to just be a disaster down here. Foxglove is still blooming. I'm just enjoying this very, very tropical, humid morning down here by the pool. It's really lovely. And here are my new birds. They are two cockatiels that unfortunately one of my gardening friends is nearing the end of her life, and she wasn't able to take care of them and asked me if I would please take them because she knew I would take good care of them. So they are not young, but I want to make sure they live their last few years very happy in my house. I think they're really cute, and as opposed to my two parrots, which are very loud, cockatiels are very quiet, and they seem really sweet. They're not really tame, but of course, if you know me, I'm going to tame them somehow, some way. They will be on my shoulder soon, I promise you. It's just a matter of time. I have a question for the monkey puzzle growers of the world. Even though I love this one so much, if you will look here, this is a little close to the path, and I have friends who keep bumping into it when they come over to swim in the pool. So, do I chop off just this end right here? Or do I go all the way back to the trunk to chop off? That is my question. I really don't want to chop it at all, but I am not moving this. It's doing really well here. So that is the big question for everyone. While I'm here, I have to point out the daylilies are blooming. Rather a normal flower for me in the garden, but I do like flowers. People always ask me that. Why don't you have more flowers? If you look at this cholla on the right-hand side, I thought this was dead. It's so discolored, but look at all the new growth coming on it. And yes, on the very right-hand side, there's a dead section right there. And I actually thought these didn't make it at all this winter, but it's just so odd that this other one is so discolored compared to the other one. But I'm glad they made it. I didn't think they made it at all this season just because the winter was so harsh. I'm not in love with these because they're so prickly, but I won't get rid of them. The hydrangea are blooming. This particular variety came with the house. And I like them because they're on the hill and I don't have to mess with them. Behind them are the plume poppies. They are not ready to bloom yet, but the bees love them so much. But one of the nice things that came with the property were the hydrangeas. All the rest of it here I put in. The morning is probably the most spectacular time here, I think. I would love to say sunsets are too, but it's the view across the river for the sunset. But right now the sun is so far north, I'm not really even seeing the sunrise because it's too far to the left. It's just amazing as we get close to the solstice how far north the sun is coming up. I thought I would go over a couple of the plants on the deck. This is my Tetrapanax. It was bought as a Tetrapanax rex, but not sure if it is. My question to everyone is, I'm not going to put it in the ground this year just because I want it to get bigger. But if I put it in a bigger pot, do you think it'll grow even more? I mean, I have some nice new growth on it, and just it's getting a nice hard stem on it. But any thoughts anyone has on this would be appreciated. My goal this summer was to get my bougainvillea in the ground permanently. Obviously, I would have to winter protect, which I did before, and they made it through, I think, 2 winters, and then 1 winter did them in. And I want to try again and do it better, but I don't know if I'm worried about the fall, about getting everything done this year. And so I think I'm going to wait. But these are 2 of mine. I have more hidden in the back corner. They're not blooming yet. They kind of lost their leaves in early spring, and now they're coming back. Hopefully they will bloom soon. I love my bottle palm, which is now just towering over my chairs on the deck. The sun's at a bad angle right now, but I really, really like this palm. And it does very well inside in the winter. I have no issues, but that is so tall up there. Like, if I even reach my hand up, I'm nowhere near the top of this thing. So eventually, I have to think about what I'm going to do. I've got some high ceilings in my house, but I didn't think they got that tall, but it is in the large pot. The koi are always hungry now. If I walk anywhere near the pond, they are begging for food. But of course, today I'm going to throw them some food. But they would eat all the time if they wanted to. I guess they would get gigantic if I would feed them constantly, but everything I've read and been told is to keep the pond relatively algae-free. I need to not overfeed them. But I do love them, obviously, and they've grown a lot. I just think they would grow bigger if I fed them constantly. In the wintertime, I feed them constantly, like every day. In the summer, I do every other day. But again, any experts out there, chime in. My Trachycarpus, there's my female, and there is my problem Trachycarpus, which I was looking at some pictures from a couple of years ago. It was so full, but I have taken everyone's advice. I've been watering it like crazy. It does have new growth, so I think it's okay. I just wish it would really pick up the pace now. I've never had a spear pull on this. It just all of a sudden went through a very weak period last year, and it used to look just like this beautiful female here that now has seeds all over it. This one looks so healthy. I just wish it would bounce back like my other Trachycarpus that I have in the garden. My figs died to the ground because I did no protection whatsoever this winter, and of course it was one of our worst winters. But this one has bounced back. The ones by the pool have bounced back. And the shiso had no problem coming back this winter. They reseed, and I know they're a little invasive, but I really like them, and I love the color. I think it's a great plant. And it's kind of a surprise where it comes up every year. I feel like it shifts around in the garden, which always makes it interesting. Speaking of shifting around in the garden, these giant sunflowers come up in new places every year. I guess the birds or the squirrels or the chipmunks are storing them. This is a first time for it to come up on this side of the pool. I'm trying hard to show you the invasive lanternfly baby ones that are here on this grape. But yeah, they're kind of cute, but I don't like them at all because they are bad for us and they eat the plants. I'm trying to zoom in, but it's just not wanting to do so, but that's what they look like. My magnolia ashy and my big leaf magnolia are not going to bloom this year. I thought maybe there was a chance, but I think the winter was just a little too harsh for them. But hopefully next year they will. I still love the leaves because the leaves are gigantic and look so tropical. These are hardy yuccas that bloom, and they bloom every year and they spread. And they're pretty common in the Northeast United States, but I do like the blooms. I don't love the plant per se. It's just kind of boring, but here's my little baby monkey puzzle that I have in front here in this garden, but I do like the blooms from them. It looks like the Yucca rostrata blooms, just smaller. My cannabis is growing quite well, and I need to repot it into some bigger pots because I think it'll grow even faster. I'm not quite ready to put it in the ground, but it looks like it's doing really well, and so I added it to some big pots. The wind is blowing them over a bit, but hopefully they will be happy in these until I put them in the ground somewhere. And I leave you with that. There's so much more I could have shown, and I am really missing my soap operas at the end. I am going to figure that out very soon because I miss Donna and Marcel, and it was so much fun doing them, and I must do them again. But I'm getting back in the garden because I need to water. So have a great week, everybody. Again, please like and subscribe, and please ask me questions and comment. Have a great week.